Hey guys, this is Jerry with Black Sheep. Okay, we're going to be going through Putty in 2 minutes here. Let's go. So first thing is first, how to download and install Putty. Just do a quick Google search for it, bring it up, go to download Putty. You've got the MSI installer here to actually install it. You can also just grab the .exe file from down here. I've already got mine done, so let's open it on up. For connecting, you're going to punch in your IP address or the DNS name into the host name or IP address, and if you just click open, it's going to bring something up to your device, your Linux box, networking device, whatever it may be. You'll also need to choose the connection type. I don't personally use raw or RLogin. It's just going to be Telnet on port 23. You can also use this for SMTP and stuff like that on port 25. SSH on port 22, which is what I typically use in networking, and then serial, which is your COM port. You can find this in the device manager if you need to. It's usually going to be like COM1, COM3, something like that. So these save sessions is a pretty useful feature. If you've got a device that you know you're going to be logging into a lot, you can punch in all of the parameters here that you want, give it a name, Cisco ASA1, click save, it'll show up down here. And now, regardless of what we've got here, we can go to here, click load, it'll bring up all of our old information, as well as any other parameters that we set. As far as exiting goes, only on clean exit is generally fine, but sometimes when you connect to certain types of devices, like say certain SMTP servers, you'll want to do never, because otherwise it's just going to close the window and you're not going to be able to see any of the information. It'll still show up in logging, but sometimes you just want to see it right there. That's easier. Now actually for logging, there's a few different ways that you can do it. You can send all session output to a certain file. Say I've got mine saved to the desktop here, putty.log. You want to typically do all session output, and then anything that you do is going to show up in the log file like so. Another option for logging here is, we'll jump into our device. Actually, let's just do this because that's kind of cooler. Let's actually get logged in here. And then what we'll see is we can go copy all to clipboard. And it'll save the entire session to the clipboard for us. You might sometimes run into the issue though. Say like we do a show tech. It's going to spit out a crazy amount of information. Not all of this will show up. It doesn't mind because I've already changed my number of Windows lines. But what you can do here is go to change settings, window, and you want to change the lines of scrollback to some huge number. I think 20,000 is totally fine. What I also recommend doing is to your default settings, you change this behavior, so you can change lines of scrollback to 20,000, save that to your default settings, and now whenever you just open something up here, that'll be the default. Alright, that's all I've got today.